Some of you might know this, some of you might not. I'm a Washington Wizards fan. I've been one for almost 15 years, since 2009. And we're doing the offseason recap for the 2023 offseason of the Washington Wizards, which, in a weird way, I have the most hope in this franchise than I've had since John Wall and Bradley Beal were a duo. Now, let me explain. Before we get into the recap of the offseason, we have a direction. We were forced into giving Bradley Beal the deal because you just don't let players walk away for free. Bradley Beal wanted to stay, and prior management was actually going to re-sign Kristaps Porzingis, Kyle Kuzma, and run it back for another season. So there's that. Okay, there was a different direction, and they had that whole build from the middle plan that was awful. Now, Will Dawkins, Michael Winger, they're running the ship. And I've said it before, Jordan Poole could be our Eric Gordon in terms of, if people remember the Chris Paul trade that landed him with the Clippers, Eric Gordon was the big piece that the Clippers sent over. And for me, we have a direction, listen to this. Jordan Poole, Tyus Jones, Landry Shamet, Kyle Kuzma, Bilal Coulibaly, Tristan Vukovic, who, by the way, Vukovic is probably spending the season with Partizan, Mike Muscala, Danilo Gallinari, Ryan Rollins, and Patrick Baldwin Jr., who grew to 7 foot and looked like a freaking good in Summer League at times, at least 3-point shooting wise. Yes, we lost Bradley Beal, Jordan Goodwin, Kristaps Porzingis, Monte Morris, Isaiah Todd, and Jay Huff, but who cares? Now, the thing is I think we're going to be similar to the Utah Jazz this coming year. Just looking at this team, I think what we're going to do is, I honestly think if we were going to flat out, there's two ways. I feel like, first off, we're going to play a lot better than people think because Will Unseld Jr. is a good coach. Or at least he's given me all the thoughts that he is a good coach, and he's just had a bad hand the first 2 years. So I really think we could really be a sneaky play-in team. Maybe even have the same record as last year, maybe a little bit better. Because, again, being the Utah Jazz, everyone's going to have a chip on their shoulders on this team. And I think that's a big thing. And maybe we go into next offseason anticipating a tank. But I think they want to play well. So Tyus Jones and, Landry Shamet and some of these other contracts could be trade at the deadline for draft picks. And first off, any of the salaries that you guys should know that have guarantees or non-guarantees, Landry Shamet has no guaranteed money after this season, so he's basically an expiring. DeLon Wright can get $350,000 in incentives by winning Most Improved Player, All-Star selection, or making All Defense. And Ryan Rollins has only $600,000 guaranteed next year. So there's that. And with the current roster looking like this, they have 16 guys under contract: Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma, Tyus Jones, Daniel Gafford, Landry Shamet, DeLon Wright, Danilo Gallinari, Bilal Coulibaly, Denny Avdia, Johnny Davis, Corey Kispert, Mike Muscala, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Anthony Gill, Xavier Cooks, Ryan Rollins, and then their two ways are Jared Butler and Eugene Omorui. And by the way, they can still bring back Kendrick Nunn if they wanted, or Taj Gibson, which I doubt they will. Personally, I think they should really look into So the big thing right here is they could go ahead and I don't know. I think the guy who's probably going to get cut is, I don't know if they'll cut him or they'll trade him. I mean, the least cap hit right here is Anthony Gill. Xavier Cooks is too good, but I think Gill people like. It's going to be interesting what the starting lineup is going to be. Johnny Davis, he looked decent there's somebody could, get cut, and I wonder who that could be. The cheapest guy to cut is Anthony Gill, like I said. Second cheapest would be Ryan Rollins. Actually, cheapest would be Xavier Cuts the cut. And then, they have a few guys that would be easy to get off the money. I mean, Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole will be the focal point. Bilal Coulibaly, Landry Shamet, Johnny Davis, Tyus Jones, Corey Kesper, Denny Avdia. All the guys next. I really want to know what's going to happen with Denny, but who knows? I want to hear you guys' opinions down below in the comment section. But yeah, it's going to be a cool year to think, at least in my mind, hopefully. Better than we have somewhat of a direction. It seems like maybe, yeah.